A surprise $141 million budget shortfall by the state of Indiana will force a 2% cut in state university funding.
News 18's Samantha Tiki has more on how universities in the Lafayette area are preparing to deal with those budget cuts.
With university students preparing for break, the work for state-funded universities is just beginning as higher education begins to figure out how to prepare for a $27 million cut in state funding.
We look and see if we have any job openings that maybe we can defer. We always try to look at other costs as well and be as efficient as possible.
State Budget Director Brian Bailey says a lack of revenue from income and sales taxes caused the shortfall.
The sales tax has been $72 million below target, and income tax revenue has been $108 million below target so far the first 5 months of fiscal 14.
The shortfall has prompted Indiana Governor Mike Pence to ask state agencies to cut spending in an attempt to make up some of the $141 million in tax collections. But Ivy Tech Director of Marketing and Communications Tom McCool says Ivy Tech is prepared to tighten its budget.
We believe that the impact will be minimal and that we'll be able to make the adjustments we need.
A statement released from Purdue Treasurer Al Diaz didn't share the same kind of optimism as McCool. We will begin immediately the process of assessing what this means to Purdue University. Bailey says the budget cuts will not affect state financial aid or construction and rehabilitation funding for state universities, but says the last budget increase of 5.5% will make up for the amount cut from the budget.
Even with this 2% reserve, universities overall will see a 3.3% increase in their state funding compared to the fiscal 13.
Although some may see a negative impact, McCool says pre-planning helped Ivy Tech prepare for a state funding cut.
We are ahead of it because we've been doing those different efficiency initiatives over the past few years. We're pretty confident we can adjust.
An adjustment that universities like Ivy Tech and Purdue will have to make, whether or not they are prepared to make the cut. Samantha Tiki, News 18.
As Purdue classes